So what now? Do we just wait for a messenger?
I'd think so. I'm not sure there is anything else we can do but wait.
We're not even sure what the ring does yet.
I do know what it does, but it's going to be a disappointment for me. It ties in with the feelings of a soul, the soul's energy at that moment.
So it's not gonna work on a vampire?
No. Old scrolls also say it has no effect on Aedra and Daedra. Sadly, this may have been a wasted effort. I've created a journal of all my findings on the ring, though.
This ring seems very important to you. Why?
Well, I'd like to...
What the fuck
So,
are you doing?
the deeds are complete. If one remains silent about a secret, it is their prison. But if the secret slips from their tongue, they are now its prisoner. Man is not what he thinks he is. He is what he hides. Because secrets are the shadows of one's soul. Amongst you, secrets are not hidden, but unknown. Revealing these truths from the shadows can have an everlasting effect on the soul.
Oh shit. What the fuck is going on? I feel so strange. My mind, it feels fuzzy for some reason.
It appears that you were the messenger for the Daedra.
Right. Is that even possible? I need to focus.
All I know is what we just witnessed. Seeing the reflection in your eyes, and now this? I'm afraid we're going to need to dig deep into your past, Galesse. But I cannot promise you're going to like what we find.
Do you care enough about all this to dig into your past?
I think it's more of an itch. A few things have happened now that are raising questions. Let's see if that old vampire knows more than she's telling us.
What is it now?
Is it something you know that we don't?
What I know is that she was able to pass through the soul cairn without an issue, which is alarming. And now, somehow, they are able to communicate through her from oblivion. I think it needs to be done, for everyone's safety.
What do you mean?
Calm down, Galesse. Even you are in danger, if the Daedra can speak through you. A good starting point would be the College of Winterhold. If anyone knows anything, it would be there. Speak to someone that has knowledge of the Restoration School of Magic. Restoration is flooded with information of the undead, and their spells produce light that share the same glow as your eyes, Galesse.
Can we go now?
I'm glad you're here.
You must be the authority on restoration magic.
You'd be correct, yes. Is there something I can do for
Used
you?
to travel to places such... I think it will be easier for me to explain. We're in search of information about the undead. My journeys have led me to places that I shouldn't have survived. Sorry, I should introduce myself.
You're Galesse Barkwing. I've known of you for quite some time.
How?
The students here first mentioned you after a night out at the tavern. Your drunken exploits made for great stories in between classes. But the name, Galesse Barkwing, stuck in my head, like I'd heard that name before. So, I started doing some digging into old journals. Then, it all came rushing back into my memories. Many years back, a member from the Thieves' Guild arrived asking for help from the college. Calling for the help of a master wizard in restoration to travel to Valenwood immediately. I was called upon to make the decision to lend my services. Before meeting with this man, I had already decided to refuse, due to the distance that needed to be traveled. Upon the meeting, my mind had quickly changed. If I remember correctly, his name was Galesse. He spoke of a young girl who suffered a life-threatening injury.
I'm not sure what this has to do with me.
You were the little girl, Galesse.
That's not true. Why has no one ever said anything to me?
I wish I had all the answers to your questions, dear. All I know is what I saw with my own eyes. I decided to make the trip after speaking with a man named Galesse for a bit, and with the promise of favors from the Thieves' Guild. Still unsure of why, this little girl was so important. The trip was very long, not to mention very hot, as the path to your home took us through Hammerfell. We boarded a ship as soon as we arrived in Rihad, and we arrived in Woodhearth within a day. I was met by a soft-spoken Dunmer with violet eyes, who thanked me for coming and rushed me to the Barkwing home. On the journey inland, she explained to me that a heist had went wrong, and she refused to let this little girl perish.
Why would the Guild put so much work into this? And furthermore, what was the Thieves' Guild from Riften doing way down in Valenwood?
I asked myself the same questions, but never got any answers. Before I could ask any more questions, I was at your bedside trying to heal you. You were unresponsive to any spells. Your heart was still beating, but it was faint.
What was wrong with me?
As I understood the story, a large stone table had crushed you. You shouldn't have survived it, being as small as you were, and many believe you died that day. Anyway, after a few days of exhausting all my knowledge and healing, you were still unresponsive and getting weaker by the minute. I'd mentioned a stone that I'd read about, from a place north of Skyrim called Solstheim. It's called the Heartstone. I know it has properties that can put life into those that perish. But I didn't know any more than that. It was mentioned to me by an alchemist that had visited the college years back. Her name was Elenia. Within the hour, your little body was bundled and set to load upon a ship. I boarded the ship along with you and the crew, and we sailed to Solstheim.
None of this is making any fucking sense. My parents never spoke of this. Did you learn anything else while on the ship?
Not as much as I would have liked. There were whispers of you and your mother being descendants of royal blood. I also learned about the positive effects that ice magic could have in preserving life, as I watched the mages keep you cool. But there's something I'm sure of, even as I stand here before you.
Whatever it is, make it quick.
Your eyes did not look like that when you were a child.
Thanks for your help. Everything's falling apart. I don't know where to start.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Galesse, I'm not sure what is making you so emotional.
Sorry. I'm not sure myself.
Try not to think about it right now. Think about something else.
So what am I supposed to think about?
You need to keep your shit together, Galesse.
I can have fucking feelings too, you know? It's easy for you to say shit like that. Everyone kisses your fucking ass. End of discussion.
Another border. No.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable. I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me like this.
Would you mind me asking you a few questions about your past?
You feel you have the right to know of my past? Come barging in here just demanding ends. Is that really you, Galesse? It can't be. You were hanging on to the last thread of your life, the last time I saw you.
After I arrived here on the ship from Valenwood, please, walk me through what happened next. Colette from the college has filled me in, up to this point.
We rushed you to the temple in Raven Rock to warm your little body. You were barely hanging on and your body was very cold. As you were being tended to, a Dunmer named Carlia gave us a hefty purse of gold to make sure everything could be done to save you. She spoke of you like you were family. Your mother huddled in the corner, weeping as others comforted her. A man named Galesse was asked to summon Neloth. He and your father set out to escort him back to the temple. As we waited, a few people from the Thieves Guild had come and gone.
So, I keep hearing the Thieves Guild mentioned. Do you know why they were involved?
All I know is a couple rogue thieves had stolen from the guild and set off to Valenwood. From what I understand, Carlia and Galesse were tracking them, but were a couple days behind.
Something still isn't adding up.
Neloth arrived here at the temple within a day. With him, he brought an elixir he'd created. Whatever he gave you made you much stronger, but was not going to cure you. He spoke with your parents, and it wasn't long before you were shipped out to someone that could help. Someone by the name of Falion in a place called Morthal.
You must know more than that.
I'm afraid I don't, Galesse. You should make your way to Morthal. Maybe you will find the answers to what you're looking for.
All for nothing. Let's go.
Another wanderer. I suppose you'll be wanting potions.
It'll take a week
just
to get
like
the smell of
others.
Morthal out of our armor once we visit. We'll be looking for a woman named Jana. She is Falion's sister.
Let's head to Raven Rock. I have a place there. Let's get some rest before we head to Morthal.
Most of the guards here in Raven Rock are pricks. Best to just ignore the arrogant cocksuckers.
Why? Never seen a Redoran guard before?
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
Do you want to talk?
No, just hold me. Thank you.
Finally, someone comes in.
I'd like to speak to you about Falion.
And what is it? You'd like to speak with him about?
Is it too early to start drinking? 'Cause this day is already sucking. Let's have a midday
I'm in search
meal.
of information he may have about saving a little girl.
That sounds like something he may have done. I wish he was here, but he left in search of a book a few days ago and I haven't heard from him since. To be honest, I'm beginning to worry about him.
Where did he go?
He mentioned a place called Fort Snowhawk. It's just west of here.
I'll head there immediately and make sure he's okay.
I'd be in your debt if you make sure he gets back safely. He's the only family I have left. I don't know what I'd do if I lost him.
Maybe a discount on rooms while I'm in town?
Cheap rooms are something I already sell. I can't lower the price on that. What I can do is use this black f***ing ass to get you off in any way your dirty mind desires. And I can work magic with a f*** in my mouth.
What the fuck is it with you? Is there anyone that doesn't throw some ass at you? You're either extremely attractive, or everyone sees you as some fucking whore.
Make it quick.
What are you doing here?
If you must know, I'm in search of a book called The Ethereum Wars.
You must be Falion. I came here in search of you.
How is it you've come to know my name? Furthermore, how did you know I was here?
Jeanna from the inn let me know.
By the gods, that woman can't keep her fucking mouth shut! What is it I can do for you?
I need information on a little girl you saved from Valenwood years back.
How could I forget that day? It was the start of a deeper descent into the dark arts of magic. Her parents came rushing to my door, weeping and begging me to try and save their little girl. Why would the information be needed since I did save the girl's life?
Something caused her to become possessed by Daedra.
I feared that this may happen. The magic that I used was frowned upon. Someone at the college is working on a project that could be related. Seek out Arniel Gain and help him complete his research. Return to me when you have the results. It's good to see that you stayed alive, Galesse. We'll find out why this is happening to you and fix it.
Once you complete Arniel's endeavor, head back to Falion, which I have already done.
Morthal is a troubled place, and it's my duty to see it rest in peace.
I'm not sure about his research.
Tell me the details of what happened. Sometimes small things can reveal large discoveries.
He kept striking a warped soul gem with a strange dagger.
How many times did he strike it, and did anything happen?
3 times, then he disappeared.
I'm willing to bet that you can summons a shade of him now, though. Am I right?
And how the fuck would you know that?
It's the same reason your eyes turned that color when I infused life back into you.
What does that even mean?
When your parents arrived at my home, your life was being held on by some potion. For the life of me, I still cannot figure out how this potion was made. But if we ran out of potions, you would no longer be able to survive because your soul had already left your body. I had heard of an altercation to the soul trap spell. I would be able to partially soul trap someone's soul. Problem was, I had never actually tried it before, and who would ever let me do this to them? Your mother wiped the tears from her face, and without hesitation, she volunteered to have it done to her. I warned her that there could be effects that I might not be able to cure. But to her, none of that mattered. All she cared about was saving her daughter.
I'm not understanding why you would need to soul trap my mother.
Because I needed a soul to put into you, to restore real life into your body.
Oh.
That's right, Galesse. Your mother risked her own life to save you. Seeing the love your parents had for one another, and even more so, the love they showed for their daughter, made me focus more than ever. Once I finally got you infused with the partial soul of your mother, you awoke shortly after. To everyone's surprise, when you opened your eyes, there was that bright blue that is seen glowing in your eyes now. Soon after, your mother fell very ill, no doubt from the effect of having part of her soul torn from her. I tried anything I could to give her more strength, but with no success. Your father made it very clear that he would spend the remainder of his life caring for your mother, and I believe he did. After a few days of rest for everyone, I escorted your family's carriage to the border of Hammerfell.
Thank you. I'll never forget what you did for me.
You're quite welcome, Galesse. I only wish I could have done more for your mother. But there is more to discuss after learning the results of Arniel's research and you being recently possessed.
Right, could find something that'll help us.
Some rituals allow a soul to be cast into the planes of oblivion, as Arniel found out with his studies. Since you were there when his soul was teleported, you're able to call upon his soul if needed. As far as your eyes go, I can only guess that it was caused by being infused into you as a partial soul. Along with the fact that the other part of that soul was still inside a living being. You're the only known person that this has been done to. As far as Galesse being possessed, that could only mean one thing. For reasons unknown, when your mother died, her soul was forced into oblivion. What plane of oblivion? Well, I wouldn't have a way of knowing, but it does explain how they're able to speak through you. The partial soul that keeps you alive is linked to the soul that was in your mother when she passed on.
So, what now?
You'll need to find her mother's soul and remove it from the planes of oblivion. But I have no idea where you would start looking, or even get there for that matter. You can start by speaking with the man who created the potion that kept Galesse alive. It seems he may have some knowledge far beyond that of my own. Take this potion. This was all that was left. That should start a conversation with him. Best of luck to you both.
Have you seen Verona? I'm hungry.
Now off.
What is it you need? I'm a very busy man.
I'm in need of knowledge.
And of course you come and search for me. As you seem to already know, I'm a trove of knowledge, but with this gift, I lack of time. I'm sure you could find what you're looking for at the College of Winterhold. They seem to have a vast library.
Knowledge about this Heartstone elixir?
Where did you get that? That was of my own creation. I was unaware that any bottles still exist.
One bottle went unused.
This brings me back to a tragic story of a little girl whose parents went through all odds to save her.
We already know the story. I'm the little girl from it.
Perhaps, but why don't I recall your eyes being of such color? Don't tell me that fool used a partial living soul to bring life back to her.
You've heard of this practice?
This has been discussed in many circles as a way for immortality. The issue with using a partial living soul is the connection made to the world of the dead. Well, in theory, at least. When the original soul passes, it may create a connection to the realm the soul remains in.
It's no longer a theory. I'm looking for a way to sever this connection.
Old tomes speak of 16 planes of oblivion, but I believe there are more. My knowledge of the oblivion planes is limited, though. You would need to find someone who had advanced knowledge of the planes.
Do you know anyone that would have this knowledge?
I do not keep the company of such people, but I have no doubt that they exist. Anyone known to be undead should have some common knowledge. It's getting them calm enough to be civil that would be the issue.
You holding up okay, Galesse?
I'm doing okay, thanks for asking. All of this is helping lift a weight off my shoulders.
How so?
For years, I've tried to figure out the missing pieces of my past, sometimes making things up just to fill the gaps. Many times I've laid in bed at night, trying to remember large slots of my life. Flashbacks of all the children calling me names, and their parents refusing to let me play with their kids. Even as I got older, my resentment for children grew. Hearing people claim the innocence of children makes my fucking blood boil. When a kid pokes fun or torments another, they do it not out of fear. It comes in some form of truth. They are not trained to lie. They just speak what they see. Even if what they poke fun at leaves a mental scar, that breeds hate.
Are you almost done feeling sorry for yourself?
That's what I love about you. You're a fucking asshole just like me. Thanks for always keeping me in check. Let's head back to the castle. Seems that old bitch will be useful after all.
Live. It would make a fascinating test subject.
It might take decades to restore the castle to its former glory, but I appear to have plenty of time.
Hello, Valerica.
Did you find the information you needed?
Seems the link to Galesse is because part of her soul is in oblivion.
How is this possible?
A partial soul trap from her mother was used to save her life.
I would have never thought to use that spell for that reason. We'll need to find this soul and remove it then.
We don't even know what plane of oblivion.
That should be an easy find, since we've already been there. When a soul is captured using a black soul gem, it is sent to the soul cairn. This must be the same for partial soul trapping. Upon death of the one who was soul trapped, the soul must be forced into the cairn.
But we didn't see the soul when we were there.
Of course you didn't. Most of the souls wander aimlessly, not even knowing where they are.
We need to return then and search for her.
It's not that simple. I would need something to connect the soul to me, to bring it out of the trance. Even then, that might not even work.
All I have with me is a journal my mother used, up until her death. I carry it with me everywhere.
That should get us started. Would you be able to get more things that may be relevant to your mother?
I could go speak with Delvin in the Ragged Flagon in Riften. Years back, he held onto my parents' wedding rings and gave me enough gold to get started here. But shouldn't we find my mother's soul first?
I'm afraid you will not be able to come with me, Galesse. If you got too close to the other part of the soul in the soul cairn, it could complicate things. If she's in there, I can find her. I still have a few tricks I can use to bring her out. You should take Galesse to Riften to retrieve those rings. Once you have them, meet me in a place called Kagrenzel. It's northeast of Riften, high in the mountains. The place was a marvel in its time, and is a good place for tuning into spirits. If I'm not there when you get there, wait for me.
Here is the journal. Thank you.
So, what can I do for you today?
Delvin, could we speak with you for a moment?
I've got nothing but time. What can I do for you? Wait a moment. It's good to see you, Galesse. Looking stunning as always.
You've always been very good to me, Delvin. But why did you never tell me that the Thieves Guild has known my family since I was a little girl?
It's because I was never given the whole story, Galesse. All I know is that your family meant something to Carlia. Shortly after she went to Valenwood to help you and your family, she had disappeared. If you want the whole story, you will have to get it from Carlia. That's if she's even alive. No one has seen her in years.
Thanks, Delvin. I have one other thing to ask you.
Anything for you, love?
Those rings that I pawned to you when I first arrived here, do you still have them? And how much gold will you need for me to get them back?
I don't want your gold. I held them for you because I knew they meant something. Here, take them, and go find the answers you're looking for.
When this is over, I'll give you that night that you've always asked for. I owe you that. We better get heading north to meet up with Valerica. I don't want that old bitch to run across a couple hunters if she gets bored waiting and start feeding on them.
Let's look around.
There's something wrong with this place. Tread lightly.
You found her soul?
It took a few reveal spells, but I did. Now, I need a few moments to release her mother's spirit so Galesse can speak with her.
Really? Will I be able to see her?
You'll be able to speak with her through me.
How?
Let me show you.
I finally get to see my beautiful daughter. One last time. I've missed you so, Galesse.
Yes, I missed you too.
For the time you've given us, I thank you. Our souls have been connected since that day life was given back to you, Galesse. Your father and I knew the dark sides to the decisions we've made, and we have not regretted a day of it. I thank you as well for releasing the ashes into the Sea of Ghost. I could feel it as it happened and hear your words. Your friend here has taken the time to locate your father's soul as well.
Really? That's wonderful!
She was able to link the soul of your father and I, so we will be together. With this final meeting, our souls will no longer be linked, and you will be free from the realms of oblivion. Everything we did in life and the afterlife has always had you in mind. I love you, my dear daughter.
I love you. You need something from me?
Are you okay?
I feel different, like my mind is free now.
I'm glad you found some peace.
You've stayed by my side through all of this. I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never! Thanks for helping. But how was my mother able to speak through you?
I was able to allow her soul to attach to me, since my body is void of a soul. In a sense, it projected the energy that made up her soul.
I'm not sure why you were willing to go through so much to help me, but know that it's appreciated.
I made wrinkles in the relationship with my daughter. Maybe it was my way of trying to mend unanswered questions for you. Or maybe it was your mother I was trying to help, to give her one last chance to speak with her daughter.